Intermittent fasting diets have gained great popularity in the past few years, and the reason is that these types of diet are a lot less complicated than the traditional forms such as calorie restriction, and they can lead to a significant weight loss. But what is intermittent fasting? Does it have benefits for our health? And how can we use it to lose weight? Hello and welcome back to Dr. Saalaar channel. This is Dr. Fatima and today we are going to talk about intermittent fasting and how to use it to lose weight. So let's go! Intermittent fasting requires fasting for a period of time. This time is typically a minimum of 12 hours, which is followed by a period of free eating. This diet is very popular these days because it doesn't need you to track your calories through day and it doesn't forbid you from eating certain kinds of foods. The most common types of intermittent fasting are alternate day fasting, the 5-2 diet, and time-restricted eating. Alternate day fasting involves a fast day alternating with a feast day. On the fast day, you can choose to only use water or 25% of your energy needs, which is about 500 kilocalories. You can consume all of the 500 kilocalories in one meal or spread it out through the day. The timing of the fasting day's meal is also optional, but most of the people prefer to consume it at the dinner time. In this case, you can also keep your social habitual patterns, such as eating with your friends or your family. Okay, now is the good part. On feast days, you can eat freely with no limitation in the quantity and type of food that you are consuming. The other type of intermittent fasting is the 5-2 diet. This diet involves 2 fast days in which you can take up to 1000 kilocalories per day and 5 feast days per week. The third type of intermittent fasting is time-restricted eating. Time-restricted eating is different from the other 2 types because it needs you to fast a certain period of every day. In time-restricted eating, you have an eating window through the day, which is about 4 to 8 hours, and in which you are allowed to eat whatever you want. However, the rest of the day, you are only allowed to drink water or 0-calorie beverages. Okay, now that we know some of the rules of different types of intermittent fasting, let's talk about its effects. A recent article published in one of the greatest medical journals reviewed all of the articles about intermittent fasting to come up with an answer. This article showed that all 3 types of intermittent fasting can lead to mild to moderate weight loss, so about 5 to 8% of your weight. And this weight loss can be achieved in a short-term period, 8 to 12 weeks. And there are several studies which compared intermittent fasting with calorie restriction diets. And all of these studies showed that both of these diets can lead to the same amount of weight loss. Also, some studies showed that intermittent fasting can improve your LDL levels and your blood pressure. These studies suggested that intermittent fasting might help people with high blood pressure or the people who are at the edge of developing high blood pressure. Also, LDL cholesterol levels were reduced by 10 to 22% after intermittent fasting, and this decrease in the LDL levels was similar to the one obtained from calorie restriction diet. There are also studies that suggest this diet can help you with improving your blood glucose levels and insulin resistance. But if you are diabetic and you are taking medications for that, you definitely have to talk to your doctor about this diet because they are going to need to adjust your medications. The main reason that you lose weight with intermittent fasting is because it limits your energy intake. And with that reduction in energy intake, most of the fat that you lose are subcutaneous fat, which means the fat under your skin, maybe in your belly energy or different parts of your body. Although intermittent fasting has great health benefits, it is not suggested in specific groups of people. And it's mostly because we don't have a lot of studies on these groups of people, so we're not sure if it is good for them or bad. The people who are suggested not to try intermittent fasting are children under the age of 12, adolescents who are normal weight, women who are pregnant or lactating, people with a history of an eating disorder, people with a BMI below 18.5, and people over the age of 70. Also, this diet is not suggested for patients who have to take their medications with their meals at different times of the day. So if you decide to go on this diet, make sure that you talk to your doctor first, and I hope that you get to your perfect weight as soon as possible. That was it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you have a medical problem, I'll be happy to answer it in the comments. Bye!